Let's do something different for this video. As we all know, a few days ago Mojang announced the candidates for the mob vote, a yearly tradition where the community can vote on the next mob to be added to the game. Yeah, mob votes in the past have been a bit, controversial, but let's not think about that for now. Today, I'm not going to tell you which mob to vote for. What I will do is some brainstorming about the lore possibilities for each of these mobs, which may help you with your decision. After all, soon enough 2 of them will get removed and I'll never get to theorize about them again. So why not do it while we can? This will be mostly speculation, thinking about what may be true. So join me for a shallow dive, if you will. First, we've got the Allay. This is a small blue flying ghost. If you give the Allay an item, it'll collect more of them and bring them back to you. It also really likes note blocks and seems to take its items there. According to Twitter posts by a dev, the items it picks up will be items dropped on the ground, so it's physically locating things in the world. Right off the bat, I think we can all see an obvious connection here. The Allay looks a lot like Vexes spawned by Evokers, which are also blue ghosts. Take a look at them side by side. They have the same pale bluish body color with lighter eyes and hands. Furthermore, the wings appear to be in the same location. There are also some strong conceptual similarities. The Vex is summoned by the Evoker to accomplish a task for them. Likewise, the Allay's main purpose is to do a task for the player, although we don't know how they're summoned. There's some really intriguing lore possibilities. Vexes are one of the most advanced uses of soul energy that we find in the Minecraft world. If the Allay were to be added, then we would probably be able to understand both of them better, depending on how it's summoned and where it's found. If the Allay truly is a manifestation of soul energy, then its location in the world would be a very cool thing to learn about. Is the player moving closer to gaining the abilities of the Evoker? Why does the Allay not disappear with time? What makes it different? If it wins, we may be able to answer these questions. Next up is the Glare. It's a being with a green coat. Perhaps it's a plant or maybe something else altogether. It flies to dark areas and becomes grumpy if there are places where it's dark enough for monsters to spawn. It also seems that there's a possibility that it'll follow the player around. The Glare is strange, especially since it seems as though we don't see the true face of it. Rather, it's shrouded in leaves or some other material. It's somewhat bizarre that even though it hates the darkness, it intentionally flies there and becomes upset. Presumably it does this even if there isn't a player around. So the question that arises is, why does the Glare actively choose to go to places it dislikes? Furthermore, the Glare clearly has some knowledge of monster spawning. Why does it choose places with a specific light level? This seems to imply that it has some sort of a connection to the darkness spawning condition, a part of Minecraft that is notoriously difficult to understand. I think that if the Glare were to be added, it would have a real chance of helping us learn exactly why monsters spawn in the dark. If we can figure out what makes the Glare so upset, then it could put us on an interesting path. Also, what even is it? If it wins the vote, maybe we will learn. The third and final option is the Copper Golem. This is the only mob where we know how it is created. The player can construct one using copper. Once built, it randomly presses copper buttons in the world. But just like normal copper blocks, the Copper Golem oxidizes over time, eventually freezing in place once it's old. To me, the lore implications of the Copper Golem have the largest possible swing, and it all boils down to location. We know that the player can construct Copper Golems, but what makes me really interested is if we can find frozen Copper Golems in the world. Would there be places, perhaps deep underground, where we might stumble across one of their rigid bodies? If so, this has the potential to really help us out with a tricky problem in Minecraft, which is what are golems and how do they work? I've talked about this before, but a difficult issue is that we really only see one confirmed golem that spawns naturally, which is of course the Iron Golem. If frozen Copper Golems do indeed spawn, this gives us a crucial second data point which might help us more deeply understand the phenomena of artificial life. On the other hand, if they don't spawn naturally, then I think their lore will be limited in scope, closer to the Snow Golem, which also doesn't appear in the world. But this one has some real potential to mix up our theories about golems, only if it wins, of course. So those are the 3 possibilities, the Allay, the Glare, and the Copper Golem, and I think they each have the potential to add depth to Minecraft in their own unique way. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but I wanted to at least brainstorm with you a little bit in case the potential lore helps you make your decision. But since I know people will ask, I'll give you my thoughts. In many ways, I find the Glare to be the most interesting. The way it acts seems very counterintuitive. The Glare is also visually unique. With the Copper Golem and the Allay, we already have a pretty good guess of what they are. But the Glare? We don't really know, and that's cool to me. So I'm probably going to vote for that because I think it has the biggest potential to have the most unique lore. What do you think? Is the lore interesting to you? Are you wondering how some of these mobs will fit into the fabric of the game? Let me know in the comments below. This video is a little bit different because it's pretty much pure speculation, but hey, I gotta do it before 2 of them are removed forever. I really hope you enjoyed this bite-sized video. A bigger one is coming soon. This has been RetroGamingNow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.